two comebacks, two nights, two miracles. Istanbul, 2005, 3-0 down at halftime to AC Milan, the greatest team in Europe. Maldini, Pirlo, Kaká, Shevchenko. Liverpool came back, won on penalties. The Miracle of Istanbul. Anfield, 2019, 3-0 down from the first leg to Barcelona. Lionel Messi at his peak, with Suarez and Coutinho. Liverpool came back, won 4-0. No Salah, no Firmino. Impossible, made possible. You've argued about this for years. Which was greater? Which comeback was more miraculous? But here's what you've missed. They weren't the same type of miracle at all. One was chaos meeting belief. The other was architecture meeting fury. One happened despite the system. The other happened because of it. And once you see the difference, you'll never watch either match the same way again.
Into the box, shot comes in. Oh, it's a goal from Milan, and it's Maldini at the right shoot, plays it in. Milan score, and then Crespo gets the second goal. Kaká turns his man, wonderful ball, and edge of the Liverpool penalty area.
Istanbul first, because it came first. Because nothing that happened in 2019 makes sense without understanding what happened in 2005. May 25th, 2005, the Ataturk Olympic Stadium. Liverpool's first European Cup final in 20 years. Rafael Benitez's first season in charge. They'd finished 5th in the Premier League. 5th, behind Everton. The team? A patchwork. Harry Kewell, Vladimir Smitser, Jimmy Traore against AC Milan's Galacticos. And it started exactly as you'd expect. 52 seconds. Paolo Maldini, the fastest goal in Champions League final history. The veteran defender volleying home. 1-0.
Into the box, shot comes in. Oh, it's a goal from Milan, and it's Maldini at the age of 36.
You're watching, your stomach already sinking. This is going to be brutal. Halftime, 3-0. Hernan Crespo scoring twice. Once on a counter-attack, so beautiful it looked choreographed. Once chipping Jerzy Dudek like he wasn't even there.
Right shoot, plays it in. Milan score, and then Crespo gets the second goal. Kaká turns his man, wonderful ball, and into the Liverpool penalty area, and he's chipped to the right-hand side of Jerzy Dudek.
The camera pans to the Liverpool fans. Some crying, some already leaving, some just blank, shell-shocked. In the tunnel, Benitez makes changes. Hammond comes on. The team shifts to 4-3-3. But honestly, nobody believes it matters. This isn't tactics. This is damage limitation. Then the impossible starts. 54th minute. Steven Gerrard. Header from a Reece cross. 3-1. Your heart jumps.
It was Gerrard! Hello! Hello! Here we go!
But your brain says, too little, too late. 56th minute. 2 minutes later. Vladimir Smitser. Long-range shot. 3-2.
Hit by Smitser. It's in! It's in! Vladimir Smitser!
Wait. What's happening? 60 minute. 4 minutes after that. Xabi Alonso penalty. Saved by Dida. But the rebound. Alonso slots it. 3-3.
Xabi Alonso for 3-3. It's saved. And Alonso follows it in!
6 minutes. 3 goals. Liverpool have exploded. Milan have imploded. Watch the Milan players. Watch their faces. They're not just losing, they're broken. Andrea Pirlo would later write, "We sat like a bunch of half-wits in the dressing room. They had mentally destroyed us. We'd invented a new disease, Istanbul syndrome." Extra time. Liverpool hanging on, Dudek making saves. That double save from Shevchenko in the 117th minute. Somehow, impossibly.
Oh, that's saved by Dudek! Oh,
a
it's
save.
going on in! Dudek with a double save to push it over the top of the crossbar!
The ball doesn't go in. Penalties. Milan miss their first 2. Serginho, then Pirlo, the man who never missed. Liverpool are 3-2 up when Shevchenko steps up. The best striker in the world. He has to score. Dudek saves it. Liverpool have won the European Cup. The Miracle of Istanbul is complete.
It's the ultimate final. What a night!
If that doesn't prove...
Now fast forward 14 years, May 7th, 2019. Liverpool are different now. Jürgen Klopp has built something. They were in the final the year before, lost to Real Madrid. This season, they're chasing Manchester City for the Premier League. 1 point behind with 1 game to go. Semi-final. Barcelona at the Camp Nou, and it's a massacre. 3-0. But this time, Liverpool are the ones getting destroyed. Luis Suarez scores early against his old club. Then Lionel Messi, a free kick from 25 yards that bends physics. His 600th goal for Barcelona.
Down very quickly on the same. Suarez! Bar! And Messi follows up, and it is 2-0. Messi! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Liverpool create chances. Salah, Milner, Firmino. Nothing goes in. Everything goes wrong. 3-0. And here's the killer. Mohamed Salah gets injured. Roberto Firmino gets injured. 2 of Europe's elite 3 attackers, both gone. Done. The media writes them off immediately. Liverpool's dream is over. No Salah, no Firmino, no chance. Klopp tells his players before the second leg, just try or fail in the most beautiful way. Just try. But here's what nobody understood. Klopp hadn't built a team that relied on trying. He'd built a system, and systems don't care about injuries.
The situation is with the 3-0 at Barcelona is obviously not exactly the situation you want to have before you play the second leg. Tomorrow night will be the 3rd game in 6 days, so we have to do it our way, and that's what we will try. We know about how big the challenge is, but it's football. If you want to win a football game, you have to respect the steps you have to make. We should not concede, means we have to be really good in defending, and we have to score, means we need to be really creative offensively. It looks like you have to be perfect to beat them. So, and then we should try that.
May 7th, Anfield. The crowd is deafening before kickoff. You'll never walk alone shaking the stands. Liverpool's lineup, Divock Origi starting instead of Firmino, Xherdan Shaqiri instead of Salah. 7th minute, Jordan Henderson shoots, parried by Ter Stegen. The ball falls to Origi. Tap in, 1-0. Anfield erupts. But it's still 3-1 on aggregate. 2 more needed. Liverpool press and press and press. Barcelona can't breathe, can't get out, can't find Messi. Half-time, still 1-0. Andy Robertson injured, has to come off. Jorginho Wijnaldum comes on, angry about not starting the game. A midfielder replacing a defender. Klopp is going for it. 54th minute. Wijnaldum, low drive, squirms past Ter Stegen. 2-0 on the night. 3-2 on aggregate. 56th minute. 2 minutes later, Shaqiri cross. Wijnaldum header, top corner, 3-0. It's 3-3 on aggregate. Barcelona are shell-shocked, again, just like Milan in 2005. The same vacant stares, the same disbelief. But this time, there's no extra time. This is still a semi-final. Liverpool need 1 more. 79th minute. Trent Alexander-Arnold goes to take a corner. Barcelona aren't paying attention. He sees Origi unmarked. Quick corner. Boom. Origi. Again. 4-0. Barcelona are dead. Liverpool are through. The comeback is complete. So, which was greater? Here's where it gets interesting, because you can't compare them until you understand what made them different. Istanbul was chaos. Liverpool didn't have a plan to come back. They couldn't. You don't plan to overcome Milan at 3-0 down. What happened in those 6 minutes wasn't tactical brilliance. It was psychological collapse. Milan broke. That's the truth. Watch the goals again. Gerrard's header. Milan's defensive line is disorganized. Smicer's shot. Defenders backing off, not closing. Alonso's rebound. Dida should have held the penalty. Liverpool's comeback was chaos meeting belief. Fans roaring. Gerrard running on fumes. Milan's confidence evaporating. It was beautiful. It was miraculous. It was unrepeatable. Barcelona 2019, the opposite. That wasn't chaos. That was systematic destruction. Klopp didn't hope for a comeback. He engineered it. The gegenpress, the intensity, the relentless, suffocating pressure that Barcelona couldn't handle. Origi's first goal, created by pressing Ter Stegen into a bad clearance. Wijnaldum's goals, created by winning the ball high and attacking immediately. The corner, Alexander-Arnold's game intelligence, taught, drilled, part of the system. Barcelona didn't collapse randomly. They were forced to collapse by a system designed to make teams collapse. Istanbul was magic. Barcelona was mathematics. Now factor in context. Istanbul 2005. Liverpool's season was over before that final. 5th in the league, this was their only shot at glory. They almost didn't even qualify for the Champions League. Needed that Gerrard goal against Olympiacos just to get out of the group. The final was the season. Win, or everything meant nothing. The comeback rewrote history. 5th European Cup. Kept the trophy permanently, cemented Gerrard's legend. But they won one trophy that year. That was it. Barcelona 2019, different pressure entirely. Liverpool were in a title race, 1 point behind City. The day before the Barcelona match, City won, massive pressure. Plus, Salah and Firmino were injured. The two players who made the attack work. This wasn't win one match and save the season. This was pull off a miracle without your best players while also chasing the league. And they did it. Then won the Champions League final. Then won the Premier League the next season. Their first in 30 years. The Barcelona comeback wasn't the climax, it was the catalyst. Let's talk about who Liverpool beat. Milan 2005, one of the greatest teams ever assembled. Maldini, Pirlo, Gattuso, Seedorf, Kaká, Shevchenko, Crespo. 8 of their starting 11 had won a Champions League final before. Maldini was in his 7th final. That's not a team, that's a collection of legends. And Liverpool broke them, not with tactics, with belief. Barcelona 2019, also legends. Ter Stegen, Piqué, Busquets, Rakitic, Messi, Suarez. They'd won La Liga, favourites for the treble. But here's the difference. Milan broke psychologically. Barcelona broke physically. Watch the matches. Milan stops running, stops closing, stops trying. They mentally check out. Barcelona, they're trying, they're running. Messi is still creating, but they can't. Liverpool's press doesn't let them breathe. Barcelona didn't give up. They were suffocated. Milan gave up. They were haunted. One collapse was mental, the other was mechanical. Istanbul's heroes, obvious. Steven Gerrard, captain, leader, legend. Scored the first goal, won man of the match. Dragged 10 men with him into believing. Jersey Dudek. The double save on Shevchenko, the penalty saves, became immortal in one night. But honestly, the whole team were heroes because they had no right to win that match. None. Barcelona's heroes, different type. Divock Origi, 2 goals. The man who couldn't get into the starting 11 became a legend. Jorginho Wijnaldum came off the bench, scored twice in 2 minutes, changed everything. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 20 years old, the quick corner, game intelligence beyond his years. But the real hero? Jürgen Klopp, because this wasn't individual brilliance. This was systematic annihilation. Klopp built a machine that could win without its best parts. Salah and Firmino gone? Doesn't matter. The system remains. Benitez in 2005 needed miracles. Klopp in 2019 created conditions for dominance. Both incredible, both legendary, but fundamentally different. Istanbul changed Liverpool's identity. Before 2005, they were a fallen giant. Historical relevance fading. After Istanbul, they were back. European royalty restored. That comeback became the standard. You'll never walk alone meant something new. It meant belief beyond reason. Every big European night at Anfield since then carries the ghost of Istanbul, the expectation that something impossible might happen. Liverpool fans don't just hope, they expect miracles. Barcelona 2019 did something different. It proved a system could create miracles, that you didn't need luck or chaos, you needed architecture. Klopp's Liverpool became the standard for modern football. Relentless pressing, physical intensity, collective brilliance over individual genius. The year after, they won the Premier League by 18 points. 18, Istanbul was peak romance. Barcelona was peak ruthlessness. And here's the beautiful part. Both were quintessentially Liverpool. The chaos and the system, the belief and the brutality, the impossible made possible twice. 14 years apart. Same club, different miracles.
European champions! Jersey Dudek with the penalty save. Tears surround the Liverpool fans. It's the ultimate final. What a night! What a night!
If that isn't truth.
European champions!
So, which was greater? Istanbul 2005 if you believe in miracles, if you think football is about moments that defy logic, about 11 men who had no right to win finding a way anyway. Barcelona 2019 if you believe in systems, if you think the highest form of football is a machine so perfect it doesn't need its best parts to dominate the best team in the world. But here's the truth, you can't separate them. Without Istanbul, Liverpool don't have the identity that made Anfield fortress. Without that identity, Klopp doesn't build the system that crushed Barcelona. Barcelona 2019 exists because Istanbul 2005 proved comebacks at Anfield weren't just possible. They were inevitable. The miracle created the expectation. The expectation created the system. The system created a new kind of miracle. 2 comebacks. 2 nights, 2 types of impossible. One was chaos meeting belief. One was architecture meeting fury. Both were Liverpool. Both were perfect. Both were exactly what they needed to be. You don't have to choose which was greater. You get to witness that both existed, and that's rarer than any miracle.